John, what are the unique challenges in designing a space hotel?
You really need gravity. So the design must incorporate rotation. Rotating architecture made for humans is rare, and we only have experience with building small centrifuges and Ferris wheels. To build this station that will spin in space, creating its own gravity, that is the challenge, but it will be fun.
What will be the daily experience for a regular guest that travels to space to stay at this hotel?
On your first day, when the elevator takes you and the other guests to the outer torus, where the hotel rooms are, you will then be escorted to the gymnasium, where a physical therapist will teach you how to walk in lunar gravity, because the station doesn't spin at Earth gravity. It's going to spin for a much smaller gravity, lunar gravity, which is about 1/5 of what we have here. Now, this will not be easy. It'll take a little while before you're comfortable with your new stride and your new gait. After that, you may go to a restaurant to get something to eat. Then you may go back to the gymnasium and practice dancing, or maybe playing some volleyball. That night, you will attend a concert. And the next day, you may walk out on the exterior deck wearing nothing but a spacesuit. Some people may choose to go to a nearby module to float around in microgravity, kind of play Quidditch or something like that.
Let's have a closer look at the Starship Enterprise. The creators of this show envisioned a hull made up of thousands of metal panels welded together. That is how big ships, submarines, and aircraft have been built for decades. Sargon Systems will build large enclosed volumes for big modules and rotating space stations in the same manner, but using a fully automated construction system.
How much is the cost of the construction in space?
It's expensive. But
is it
a lot of
60 billion? I heard this number.
Our earlier projections were that it would be 60 billion. It's not that high anymore. It's much less. It could be down as low as 40 billion.
How much this trip will cost?
We have a 3-tiered pricing system.
$2 million for a 3-day stay in our Nebula suite, $1 million for the Double Star Deluxe room, and $500,000 for the Odyssey room. Yes, you heard that right. $500,000 for a 3-day trip to an off-world station.
So it's a minimum of 3 days staying there. You cannot stay for a week or 10 days.
That's the way there's starships showing up every day. If you wanted to go down early, you could. Most people don't usually want to go down. In fact, most people want to, reach for their wallet and stay longer, which may happen. But that's what we project as a good window of opportunity to go up into space and to get the full space experience over 3.5 days.
What is your perspective on spending money on space exploration instead of dealing with serious issues that we have on Earth?
Well, that's a really good question, because we have serious issues on Earth that need to be addressed. But we can't hold back humanity's expansion into our solar system. We've always had problems here on Earth, and we're probably always going to have them, sadly. So we were going to do both. We're going to take care of the problems that we have down here, and at the same time, we are going to expand into our solar system. We're going to go to the moon. We're going to go to Mars. We're going to go all those places. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build space hotels in low Earth orbit, because it's much closer and much more affordable.
You've also got your plans for Mars?
Think about the future. It's just, if we're out there exploring stars, it's so much more exciting and inspiring than one where we are forever confined to Earth.
Elon Musk talks for years about creating colonies on Mars. I mean, do you feel that this is possible? It will be a reality in a few years?
Oh yes, I do. He's very determined to go. And he's shown his genius, and his team too. He has an extraordinary team. One way or another, they'll go. They will build those cities on Mars. And I think it will happen sooner versus later. A lot of people are saying, oh, it'll be 20 years or 30 years. No, I think they'll get there in less than 10.
Are there plans for expansion and new projects in space tourism beyond the space hotel?
Yes, good question. The hotel is the start. And the reason we're going to build a hotel first is because it is economically lucrative. But after that, and very shortly after that, are maintenance facilities. Because you're going to have craft that bring people to the station, and all of a sudden, just like an airliner, you're going to have a problem that needs to be fixed. So you have to move the craft over to the maintenance facility where they can work on it. Eventually, you can have farms where we're growing food up there instead of bringing food up every time. You're going to have fuel depots. Those are going to happen pretty quick too, because we need these to take people to Moon and Mars and so forth.
The NASA independent study team did not find any evidence that UAP have an extraterrestrial origin. But we don't know what these UAP are.
Do you believe in extraterrestrial life after NASA confirmed UAP sightings? Can space exploration help us find answers into these subjects?
I do believe in extraterrestrial life. With extraordinary certainty, I know they're out there.
For the people that are scared to travel to space, I mean, it's something extraordinary. What would you like to say to them?
Well, it's like your first airplane ride. Maybe you were scared the first time you got on a big jet. Maybe you're scared the first time you got on a cruise line or something like that. But when you do it, you're really going to enjoy it, and you're going to be glad that you did. Because all your friends out there who are ready to go, they're going to go, and they're going to come back and tell you what a great time they had. And you don't want to miss that experience. It is reported by astronauts, and I met a lot of them, to be unlike anything else. It is extraordinary.